Welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be changing the top mounts on the Audi TT Mark 1. Let's hit the intro. So, what's in the box? There's two types of these ones. You can get these ones, you can get the ones that are 10mm lower. This is the standard one, so the car's pretty low at the front already. Let me show you. Pretty low. In fact, it could do going up a little bit. Just see, it just lifts up that arch just a little bit more with these new top mounts. Two mounts, some bearings, and some grease. So I'm actually going to try and do this a completely different way. It might work, it might not. I have seen someone else do it, but if it doesn't work, we'll take it out. So basically, what I'm going to try and do is change the top mount without taking the strut out. So it may work, it may not. I know it can work, but if it ends up being too much of a bit of a pain, then we just put it out, because it's not going to be too hard to take it out. But we'll try and do it with the strut still in place. So let's crack on with the video, get the car jacked up and get that wheel off.
So remember, when you are jacking up the car, always use an axle stand. It's just not worth the risk, so just make sure you use an axle stand. Alright, so I just lube up that nut there. And now get the pressure off that link.
So that's an 18mm nut, and I've got a 17 on that side to hold that straight, to stop that from spinning. Right, sorted.
Now just remove the nut off the top. Mine's got some aftermarket shocks, so my nut was not like the normal size, so I had to use a different size socket to what you'll probably need. So I just need to jack the car up now to lift the cup, and took that off. So we've got that one nut left. But first of all, let's lower that back down. And let's tighten up the spring compressors. You can get some for going through the hole. So now with the load taken away by the spring compressors, I can remove the top nut. And now pull out the old top mount. There it is. Now I'm reaching now just to pull the old bearing out. And that's out now as well.
So that's the old one out. Let's get the new one in. The new bearing. Let's pop that on there. Like that. And now we've got our new bush. We're probably going to want to grease that because it's going to squeak. Let's have a look at the height difference between the new one and the old one. Yeah, it's quite a lot higher. So I've put a load of grease all around the top mount already. So what we need to do now is push down on the top shock. Let's put some light on. Let's push down on the top shock here. Then that will compress the shock, and then we can get the top mount on.
Sorry for the bad camera angle, but you get the gist of what's happening.
There we go. Just like that.
Now let's put that nut back on.
Right, so we're past the danger zone. Top mount's all on. We've just got to undo our spring compressors. And then we can just put the top nut all on, put this back on, and we're done.
Now we need to start getting that drop link fitted back in. So you can do this with the jack. Just pump it up, get it all lined up. Then push it through the hole and put the nut back on. Now tighten that up.
Nice new bush. I'm going to put a little cup in, like that. This had this washer, then it had this nut.
Now tighten the final nut.
So that is how you do a top mount without taking the strut off. So now I've just got to do the other side and then we're job done. So I've just gone around the yard a couple of times just to let everything settle a little bit, but there is a big difference. Look, a lot of people go on about gaps and not gaps under top mounts, normal, not normal. Well, this is what mine is, and I've done one, as you've just seen, and I haven't done the other one yet, so let's have a look. So there's the one I've just changed. And there's the one I'm about to change, the old one. So it does make a difference, so let's smash that side out and then get this out for a test drive and see if it makes any difference once we've gone for a really good drive. So let's crack on with it. So I've been out for a drive, put a few miles on it. Everything seems good, no knocking, no banging, everything's perfect. Top mounts are still sitting like that with no gap. It's a funny thing, that gap thing. Some of them do have it and some of them don't. Is it the bush is worn? I don't know. I've seen people put new ones on it, it still has a little bit of a gap. But thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. I'm gonna take this thing out for a good spin now.